the way I think in terms of it being a long-term, if I was a property manager and having a long-term view, is I would want to ensure that I do such a good job managing your property that it leads to when you do want to sell, you can't go anywhere else but me, right? So that I would suggest people listening is to think about when you do ask them what's your long-term goals with managing this property, or like what's your why, how long are you in this for? If you see signs of them talking about that, and I dare say that, because there's a high turnover, that a lot of property managers won't mention things like this. But if you find somebody that does say, hey, my goal is to make it so good managing a property for you that you can't sell through another agency, how could you not want to go through that person?
Yeah, well, you want that level of motivation for sure. But for me as a professional, I'd still turn around and say, well, let me run the agent matchmaking process to make sure you're getting the best agent in that property to sell it.
Let's talk about our matchmaking. We'll talk about that soon.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's just, a key part of what we do for people is making sure they're getting the best real estate agent and property manager or buyer's agent. And that's just through...
And finance broker.
And broker, just one, being so heavily involved in the industry, but also two, knowing what to look for in these good people. If you go to sell, then we run that process, but also you'd give your property manager, their sales team, a shot at it to prove their worth. But at the end of the day, you're only selling this property once, so you want the highest value, right?
Yeah. In essence, what we're all about here, Property Pals, is helping you build a world-class team. And the way I like to think about it is when you hear somebody's acceptance speech for a medal or for a trophy, it could be a sporting athlete, or it could be somebody that's won a movie award or whatever it is, acting award. When they go up and speak about and thank everybody, who do they thank first? It's typically their team, because they have only somebody that has world-class results has a world-class team, and that's what we want to help you guys have, is like a world-class team that we vet, that we use, and recommend those for you. And a part of that is choosing the right property manager and also the sales agent, our matchmaking service.
Yeah, we'll get into that later. But property management is it's key. But there's a few really key tips there that obviously we touched on. Another thing I wanted to obviously problem solving. It's a common sense thing for me, where we talked about that things do go wrong. Expect things to go wrong. You don't want someone who's going to freak out and stress over that situation. And generally, with experience, that reduces that type of behaviour. Hence why I always say have 4+ years. The property managers, it's like everyone, they'll promise you the world, but to get those referrals is key, and talk to other, even ask other owners essentially that might have that relationship with them to get their opinion. It's always good. They're obviously only going to give you the ones that they know are going to give the good reviews if you talk to them. But at least by asking the question, it's triggering in the back of their mind, oh, this person has thought about this, they're experienced, and if I don't do good by them, then they're going to leave me. So referrals, online research, interview 2 or 3 property managers, because each property manager will give you a different spiel, and it'll educate you as to what you could look for in the next interview that you're running, or if you want to go back to the another person you interviewed at the start and ask them a few more questions before making a decision. That would be a couple of really key tips, and also ensure everything's in writing when you're going down and signing those documents. So
and if you're struggling, reach out to us for help. We can recommend property managers. That's what we do. So
there's as I said, there's good, there's great, and there's shit. So we want to give you the great one. So if you have any questions, reach out. Happy to help.
What's the email?
Oh, hello@propertypals.au.
Yeah.
Yes, got that one right.
Yeah. And also, when you do email us, give us some feedback. Let us know what you do like about the pod and what you think we can do to make the pod better for you. If you have any questions as well that we can cover, that'd be awesome. We're all about feedback, because the only way that we can grow is from you guys giving us feedback and letting us know. So
Oh, and subscribe.
yeah,
Yes,
on all the channels.
I like this, and if you don't like it, well, let us know as well.
Yeah.
Feedback's always good.
Catch you on the next one.